If you're new to this channel and you're interested in mind-boggling facts about countries around the world, or just anything under the stars, please consider subscribing to this channel by hitting the red button right below this video. And on to the video.
After the First Anglo Afghan War, decades later, the British Empire made an attempt to again conquer Afghanistan, despite suffering their loss in the first encounter. The war was a conflict between the British Raj and Afghanistan that happened from 1878 to 1880. Afghanistan was then ruled by Sher Ali Khan, the son of Emir Dost Mohammad Khan. And dating back to the First Anglo Afghan War, the Second War was still highly affected by the Great Game, a competition between Britain and Russia for the influence over Central Asia. The Second Anglo Afghan War began in November 1878, when the British successfully invaded Afghanistan all the way from India, forcing Emir Sher Ali to flee the country, which was heavily influenced by the events that happened months ago. This was the turning point for the Brits to declare war. After knowing the Russians sent an envoy to Kabul, out of jealousy, the Brits did the same. But on September 1878, when Emir declined a British mission led by Chamberlain Lord Lytton, the Viceroy of India, set out a diplomatic mission for Kabul only to be turned back upon approaching the eastern entrance to Khyber Pass. That basically triggered the Second Anglo-Afghan War. The British invaded Afghanistan in 1878. During the war, about 500,000 men of British forces was dispatched to 3 different military columns to penetrate Afghanistan at 3 different points. The British won this battle. Sher Ali wanted to appeal to the Russian Tsar for assistance, but he had to surrender to the British army. Later, Sher Ali returned to Mazar-e-Sharif but died on February 21, 1879. Months later, on the 6th of October, Major General Frederick Roberts led his force over the Shuta Garden, penetrating central Afghanistan, and successfully defeated the Afghan army at Chersiab, leading to its occupation 2 days later. On December 1878, Ghazi Muhammad Jan Khan Wardak and 10,000 Afghan army began an uprising and attack against the British forces near Kabul. The uprising immediately collapsed after failing their direct attacks on Roberts's troops on the 23rd of December. Following the attacks, the British went back and forth on their decision on political settlements, but in the end, they went for Abdur Rahman Khan, Ayub Khan's cousin. As a result, Ayub Khan revolted and defeated a British detachment in July 1880 at the Battle of Maiwand and captured Kandahar. However, was immediately put to end on the 1st of September by Roberts's troops at the Battle of Kandahar. The following phase of the Second Anglo-Afghan War was incited on the uprising that happened in the 3rd of September 1879. British Rep Sir Louis Cavagnari, with his guards and staff, were all slaughtered. During the Second Anglo-Afghan War, the Treaty of Gandamak was signed in May of 1879. The treaty was to prevent the British to invade the rest of the country. According to the agreement, Afghan leader Yaqub Khan gave up control of Afghan foreign affairs to Britain. With this, the British was able to install in Kabul, extend over Khyber Mikni. In addition, Afghanistan surrendered many northwest frontier province areas and Quetta to Britain. In the end, Ayub Khan was defeated and the war was over. The British Empire selected a new emir, Abdur Rahman Khan, son of Muhammad Afzal. British and Indian army units were consigned to Afghanistan. Kurram Valley forces were strengthened and Kabul Field Force was reclassified. But the war did not end here, because years later, the Third Anglo-Afghan War sparked.